Hi guys, Trisha here from Decisive Designs, bringing you goodies that I found. How are you doing? How was your day so far? What brings you by tonight? For some reason, it's either my eyesight or this room is like foggy, um, like smoky. If you know me, you know that I am going through a lot of spiritual rut. Um, some of them I can't talk about. Some of them are under the carpet or the rug, and others are in the air, like you can see it. You can see right through me. But before I hype, um, I had bought this book now for hmm about 6 years, and the author signed it. I actually went to see her um, in the city, Bronx or Brooklyn, one of them, and she signed it. So it's a true copy. I feel like when you get the author's signature, it's a true copy. All right. So it's I've Seen Jesus. Details of a divine call to intimacy and the supernatural by Shadeen Anglin. You can catch Shadeen on Facebook, YouTube. I am not sure about Instagram, but I'm not sure, but she may have an account. Okay. Um, the first page, I mean, I love a book with a good content. It's a great book, and it was put together nicely. That's my word. Um, in his first paragraph, in chapter one, depicts a child with real Jamaican roots. She talks about her family and what she did as a kid. And one of the things that she did was flying kites. And I too flew kites. I think that was the only thing that I got to do for fun as a kid. So check her book out. Um, Her childhood was real, and the book is interested. Imagine seeing Jesus, right? And some people don't believe, but let me tell you something. Remember, the Bible declares that if you believe as a mustard seed, you shall say to anything, whatever it is, if it's sickness, if it's negativity, if it's a stronghold, a strong man, if it's spirits in high places, you can tell them to go to Roth, um, and it will happen. Remember that mustard seed faith is you speak to the wall and the wall remove. Okay. So just know that if you have seen Jesus, it will change you. All right. If you are not a believer, this book, after you read this book, you will become one. Um, and you will hold on to your seat in many pages. This book is available um, through her website and on Amazon. I got this in person as well. So I went to see her and I picked up her book and she signed it. And I enjoy her service, me and my mom, and we came home. But yes, I have seen Jesus. See, I say I've seen Jesus. The same thing. Go get it. All right. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. I didn't know for a while. And I love the front page, how they put the whole thing together in the front. Like she's saying, "Mommy, look!" You know, like, do you know how um, composition too? If you ever gone to college, or even in high school these days, you um, pick apart poetry, and you go in the author's mind, and you become one yourself, right? So you have to think about, a story that they give you, and see what you derive from it. What can you relate to by what the author stated, right? Um, and a lot of times we see ourselves in different ways with different people. Do you ever see, and I'm going to use this example to be more plainer. Do you ever see a couple? I have many times seen and talk about it. And do you ever put yourself in their whatever they're doing? And I have. And what do you derive from it? You know, think about those things. You look at yourself and you look at the person and see what the person have that you don't have. Do you then go get it, or do you then talk about it and talk about the man? It's kind of the same way with poetry. When you get one, the professor wants you to explain a certain paragraph without the exact written um, lines. And, um, you know, can you think about why someone wrote a line? Why would she write a book that um, is about seeing Christ? Have you ever seen something and kept it private? Or do you write about it? So think about it. Think about going into the author's mind and pick apart and say, okay, this line was saying this. Um, and I think that was my most favorite going to English class here in America. Um, Rewrite someone's work. and look at it differently in my perspective, my view. Um, and when you see it, you see yourself in it. You have to put yourself in it in order to come out with a good story. Just think about a couple and then look at a couple that you have seen and say, wow, they're really good together. They really got, everything, two nice kids, a house, a car. Um, and then look at the lady and say, what she has that I don't. And you're like, well, she has no extra fat. She's very pretty. Her hair is nicely done. She's well spoken. And her dressing is not loud. And then you look at yourself and see if you compare to that person and write down the difference. And then you will see yourself in it and see how you feel and see what you can change. I feel like that is all about changing yourself to a certain standard. Um, so that you can live up to your values. You ever write down your values or what you want in life? Do you have a bucket list? um I feel like when you do that, you get to know yourself. You get to figure out things and you get to do things accordingly and not without malice. Because sometimes we do things with malice and it doesn't span out the way we want it to span out. But think about it as I touch her book. I remember the class when I go through the book, the contents start from chapter one. It tells you what chapter one is about. Goes to chapter two, well organized. See if your life is organized by chapters and see what's your most favorite. What would you change about it? Who would you tell if something goes wrong? Or if you're thriving, do you have to talk about it? Does people see it? Do people see it? I don't know. But I know that I love picking people's work apart based on composition to poetry. Um, it's funny, when I signed up for that class, it was the only English 102 left. Everything was gone. Only that class had probably four spaces. Um, and why? Because it's the hardest. It's not it's not easy to read something and relate to it or to write something down that coincide with it. Just think about it. Read a poem or a paragraph and see if you can write down something that you would have written that relates to it, and see how you did. Okay, guys, I don't know why I got into that, but I touched her book and I want to talk about other people's work, but it's a good book. Grab it, pick it up, and read it, and you will be converted. I promise you. And you can also watch her. All right. So that's my book. Um, I have gone through parts of Michelle's look. The look um, also is a well thought of book, well put together. Also, think about it. This book is a glimpse into her and her husband presidency role, um, and a lot of behind the scene information that we really didn't know or get to see, you know. So it's good. And I was talking about this one. I have bought this one. Um, and this outfit is my most favorite. And I think that is her most favorite. But check out my live. I have some reviews on that book. And here is the historic front pages of America's first African American president. It was something else. All right. And sometimes people pick things out of your brain, of your spirit, things that you have achieved, things that you have obtained, but they think you don't need it. So they meddle with it. Just know that I need everything that I obtain. If I didn't need it, I wouldn't have done it. All right. Thank you, God. Okay. And by the way, God is good. It's always good. Okay, guys. Plate time. Plate time. So, do you hear me? I'm a little louder. This is one of my passion. Finding gorgeous plates and talk about them. I put together 7 gorgeous plates, Victorian style. Here's one of them. And I have talked about them, not at one time, but different times if you want to check that out as well. And I want to do a tablescape based on the Victorian style, inspired, right? So I have 7. And what I do is when I go thrifting, I like to find unique things. And when I see it, I pick it up. It could be 1, 2, or 3. I don't care. Or a whole set. If it's unique, I'll pick it up. Um, if it's matches or completes a set that I have, I'll definitely pick it up, right? So as I said, I have 7, but I have 8 seats. And I went to Home Goods tonight to find a set that would collate with the ones that I have, and also inspired by that design that I'm going for, right? And I think these fit the bill. Um, I had seen this. I think these came out early winter, and I keep like, should I buy them? Just based on the back, it's all gold, right? So guys, when you're shopping, think about what you would use your plate for. Every day, this, that, no. Because everyday things need to be microwave, right? Because we don't cook every night. And if you cook every night, kudos to you. If you eat your food right when you cook, kudos to you. But some of us run to a second job and warm it up later. And so if you do that, this is not the plate for you. Um, would this be a plate for a celebratory moment? Yes. Like Christmases, birthdays, graduation party, whatever party you're having. Because a lot of us have the food laid out, and then we serve our guests, or our guests serve themselves. So this would be fine. But if you want a nice, gorgeous dish or set to display in your cabinet, this is the one. Because a lot of us don't use our nice plates. It stays in the cabinet. Then go pick this up because it's gorgeous, right? They're still available at Home Goods, and I love them, right? I love the pattern and anything that has to do with gardening. Call my name because I'm going to be there. Just call my name and I'll be there. Um, I love my garden. I love to plant a seed and watch it blossom into a beautiful bush or a beautiful garden path, right? So for that, I love it. Now this style only come in pink and white, right? Love the embellish around the plates, the gold. Love it. Really, really nice finish. And then the salad plate. Now, this one I choose the salad plate that came with it, but oftentimes I say that you can mix and match, and I'm gonna show you why. Because when you find vintage, all right. Now, would you do this with it? You know why I wouldn't? Because see the deep rim there? It does not fit. I like the same plate that fits in the rim. See that? So it needs to be a little bit raised off the plate. So that's why you should look at um, your plates and see the design, the style, um, the color, and the size, and see if you like it. But I don't currently have a salad plate that would go with this plate. So, and if something goes, it's probably not going to be the exact that I like. So definitely pick up the salad plate to match. Um, and when I do that, it means that I may not be able to find a match for it, right? But look at how gorgeous they are together. I am going to say that this relates to the Victorian era. Isn't that gorgeous? And the gorgeous bloom within this design. Wow. Oftentimes I talk about plant a seed today and watch it grow because you never regret it. How could you regret planting a seed? Um, it could bring fruit, food, or flowers. And I love that. So, guys, I can't wait to use this set, right? I can't wait to design my table this week. And it's going to be all Victorian, right? All right, so remember to subscribe, like, share, and be kind and courteous. Love your neighbor and check on your elderly. Peace.